Hello, it's a new year, and we're still a couple of blurs. I'm comedian Jaljuda, along with regular ass George, and we just shooting the shit.
Yeah, hopefully, I worked on a theme. I finally want to work on that Cowboy Bebop Mexican theme. I might do that tonight. That's my goal. That's what I'm set for tonight. So.
Why you don't want to know?
Yeah, I showed you. Well, I performed it in front of you.
I know, but
yeah,
oh, Lord.
We'll see. If not, pretend I didn't say anything. All right, you already know we're by the time you listen to this, it's probably dead off. But of course, we're going to talk about the Katt Williams stuff and then other stuff.
Yep, it's been a lot of shit happening.
Happy New Year. First 4 days, a lot of stuff has been happening. Naked white men jumping in aquariums.
First 4 days, yeah, because we already on day, 10 is still crazy shit.
That Gypsy.
Oh, Gypsy Rose got out at the end of December, which, I mean, I understand why people are happy for her, because she basically spent her whole life in slavery.
Yeah.
And her mama was on some weird shit. Like, when people flush your ashes when you die, you ain't shit.
Right. But first things first. Katt Williams, if you're not living under a rock or if you're on the social media at all, that's all people been talking about in the first week of January. We are recording this on the 10th of January, so give you a perspective. He just kind of aired it out, all the information. You know how he is. Every time he get on an interview, he had to say a bunch of shit, and this time
pretty
he kind
much 3 hours worth of
just.
I gotta go back and finish watching it because I'm not even finna lie to you. I'm not finna sit there for 3 hours. Yeah. That's the Titanic.
I almost didn't watch it, but people talking about it so much. But luckily, most of the stuff that people talked about
first 30 minutes.
Yeah, first 30 minutes.
But the crazy thing is, we missed the 30 minutes before that they weren't even filming.
Yeah, I saw that clip.
Bruh.
But
you should know when somebody like that walk in, you need to film. Like if Dick Gregory said, "Hey, I'm doing an interview," I'm filming this like 5 minutes before you walk in, and 5 minutes after you walk out.
And what I mean,
rest in peace.
And what I mean, they might be dead now because he did an interview right after this with Willie D, and apparently it didn't go that as well.
Well, no, because it's not going to be as prolific. Because first of all, the first one was the crazy thing about it. Most of the stuff he was saying about those comics, I'd already heard it, and I'm like, did y'all not? Have y'all not heard? No. But then I got to remember.
People like ignorance.
I got to remember the industry I'm in.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, I've known a lot of this stuff that's being said.
We're kind of floating around it. Well, because he mentioned a lot of stuff like Cedric and Steve stealing jokes.
Stealing premises, stealing TV ideas.
Steve
Harvey hating on Bernie Mac.
Yeah, having a wig.
Which, I mean, he aired that shit out in 2008.
I mean, and... You like I said, how this business is, people kind of forget about it.
And Gary Owens' follow-up podcast has been very interesting, which, it's Gary Owens, so I wasn't expecting it to be, it's educational. But with the whole Katt Williams thing, the reason the second interview didn't go as good is because, first of all, dude was just trying to piggyback off of it.
And it was obvious.
And then the only thing... the questions he's asking wasn't shit. He wasn't like Katt wasn't really just lay back talking to him like he was Shannon Sharp, and then he kept bringing up shit like the Ali Sadiq shit. Like he was trying to, I don't know, I feel like he was more trying to lead it a certain way than Shannon Sharp, who was just there along for the ride,
just asking questions and just kind of going with the flow. It felt more natural with Shannon.
It's like a conversation.
Yeah.
That's why podcasts are dangerous, because if you had a right podcast partner, you will sit there and just talk about anything and forget your ass is recording, and then you be like, damn, how my mama know I got the clap back in college? Like, nigga, you said that shit on fucking podcast. You was too comfortable, motherfucker.
At first I wasn't really sure about Shannon and his interview style, but like, cause you can tell by some of his like responses to Katt's answers, he was like, am I like,
bruh, he was, that shit is at 50 million.
Cause he got too many, it seemed like he got too many friends in like places, so he like.
But bro, his shit, that interview's at 50 million. As far as the Willie D one too, it's not catching traction because look how many TikTok sounds has spun from that first one.
Yeah.
Like, it's still so much
circulating.
To pull from it, like media wise.
But yeah, I saw the Willie D, like he promoted it before it even happened, and he was like, "This is finna blow up." And it was like, the moment you like say it,
nobody gives
a fuck. It's like in low key, people be like, "Yeah, we're not gonna make this happen."
But that's what everybody been doing. Lil Nas X, Kelly Price, all these other comics. They're like, "Hey, don't be doing that shit in your city. You still gotta work," type shit. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just. And then, like, the reaction from comics, some of them loved it, some of them hated it, some of them did fucking think pieces. We understand you're intelligent, you're educated, you do funny shit. Let people just gonna do what the fuck they gonna do. We know how people are, we know how civilians are, and we know how comics are.
But it's kind of funny, though, when it comes to, like, the Cedric, the entertainer, stealing jokes. And we mentioned the possibility of him stealing jokes before this even happened. You mentioned
that shit because I had brought up, oh, look at this contest. He was like, don't do this shit.
Yeah, because I know the background of some of this stuff. It's not even just like comedy competitions, but like any of those like short story contests. Some of those like contracts have like these.
That you on the right. That's why I didn't submit my script idea, because they were like, we had a right to reject your strict script, but still use similar ideas without being sued.
That's exactly. It's a lot of them do that. A lot of them, like movie Hollywood, do that shit too. So they legally steal your stuff. So like you gave your stuff away, and if you go back to the episode, I couldn't find it, but you mentioned something about comedy pays. And
yeah, that's what it's called. Because I need $1,000. Let's be real. If we can write 3 good ass jokes, we don't need no more.
Right. And it was basically Cedric. At first, it was just a post, so that's why I was like, oh, it might be fake. But then I found
the link was on there.
No, I saw the link, but it's like those are sketchy. I don't click them. But then I saw a video. Cedric, him actually saying it. Wasn't deep faking it. Was actually him saying it. So I was like, oh shit. He actually is doing this stuff where you the competition or whatever is you submit a joke, and whoever wins get $1,000 that week. And basically what's going to happen is if he shoot a special,
if he was going to shoot a special, then we could have been like, okay, yeah, that's what he was doing. But now who knows?
Who knows what's going to happen? But the thing is, he gonna take your joke. You submit it, you might as well write a new joke. That's his stuff now legally, because that's what happened. The only thing he has to do is actually pay one person. He has to pay one person so legally it was a competition.
Yeah.
So in that one person, what I've learned in like past competitions could just be a homeboy of his. So in that'll be it.
Yeah, because even on some shows, like if you get on some of these stand-up shows, you can't perform that material again for a year after the air date. And I'm like, damn. Mm-hmm. Like, you know how much of my shit is intertwined with one another, or how many different versions of shit that I put into it? Like that stuttering joke, I got like 30 different versions of that shit. Mm-hmm. The sucker dick, the peanut butter and jelly joke, several versions of that. It's like, I gotta give up all my versions for a year?
Nah. Man,
maybe if the year was before COVID.
Right. I don't know. It's just, that's why that's kind of funny that we ran into that situation. Then
it's just what irritates me is people who never do stand up. Their opinions.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, let's be real. You motherfuckers don't give a fuck as long as y'all entertain. That's why that fucking George Carlin thing freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers would rather like be like, oh, this sounds like my favorite comedian. Why should I go to somebody's concert? Let me invest in this. Fuck my local comedy scene.
What you talking about well, I saw it through a TikTok.
He made a special.
Somebody made a special using AI, using
this guy took like all his albums, played it to AI, and like I think he said he felt like a few hours worth of George Carlin to the AI. The AI emulates the voice, emulates the speech pattern, and wrote its own jokes.
Right.
And he did an hour special talking about how AI is coming for stand-up comedy.
And based on how people's responses to like people like Steve Harvey and Cedric and whoever he all called out, saying it was basically kind of okay with it. A lot of people were like, yeah, still in, and kind of agreed with Katt and was on his side, of course. But it was very few people. Like I had a post that kind of blew up on Twitter. Some of them was like, yeah, it's whatever. It's like
because niggas don't care. Niggas don't care about other people's shit getting stolen till they shit gets stolen.
Right. And somebody commented on my Facebook post talking about I kind of knew he was stealing, but I kind of like living in ignorance, like the bliss in ignorance or whatever it is.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, so I'm like, that made me think. I'm like, a lot of these big celebrities kind of thrive off that shit too.
But the crazy thing is, at that point, you could hire genuine fucking writers.
Yeah.
Or you don't even have to do stand up anymore. Look at Eddie Murphy. When's the last time you seen Eddie Murphy on stage?
Right. And I think a lot of people got confused in thinking that when me going against like Cedric and stuff like that, saying that I wasn't okay with writers. I'm okay with writers.
Everybody has writers. Musicians have writers. Actors have writers. Comedians have writers.
The thing I don't like is when you pretend it's all you.
Like if your people sitting at open mic snatching jokes from new comics, you presenting them as, hey, we wrote this shit for you.
Then you gotta man up and be like, hey yo, well, some of these people you have to handle. It's a job, it's a business, especially if you got a real big name like Kevin Hart. I know for sure he has writers for when he goes back.
Yeah, the Plastic Cup Boys.
And you know what? That's okay because I see how busy he is. I get that. You have to have writers to be able to do all that stuff sometimes.
And that's why I want to tell you, I wanted to watch that special with you, that Chris Tucker special, because I feel like you can tell where people wrote material for him versus the material he wrote for himself.
Right.
Because, like, I don't think he's doing all this hip jive online dating and all this other shit. Sir, you are now a Christian comic, basically. But when he was talking about his mom and Michael Jackson, flowed flawlessly.
Well,
flawlessly.
Well, you already know when they go to the basic topics like dating, social dating.
Also, I feel like Netflix edits their shit weird.
Yeah.
Because, like, when I toured with Arsenio Hall, I did those 2 shows with him in Opelousas and in Shreveport. And I watched those sets. And I watched the reaction. And I heard the laughs. But he did the same set for the Netflix special. But it's like, it was edited weird. Yeah. Get somebody who know what the fuck they doing to edit it or edit it properly.
Or stop editing the laughs.
I feel like they doing that shit on purpose.
Like the Ricky one. That was super obvious. Ricky Gervais.
Oh my!
Like you can tell
that shit was shocking.
Like it was laughs and then they'll cut it. It's like peak and then drop, peak drop, and it's like what the hell is going on?
I felt dirty.
It felt like no one was there.
Right? It just
And we're not saying that he was not funny. We're just saying if the laughs felt different. It's weird.
It's like they were timed. You have 3 seconds to laugh.
And then they cut off the audience mic. It's weird. The laughs felt different than it was with Chappelle.
It wasn't organic.
Yeah, it didn't feel like people were there. On top of they didn't show any people. Like so, he really didn't.
I'm kind of glad Katt Williams did bust out because I think it saved us from all the Dave Chappelle backlash. Thank you, Katt. Thank you, because I can't sit through another Dave Chappelle war.
Yeah, some people still trying to go for it, saying he was like lazy and stuff like that. I'm like,
he gonna keep fucking with y'all. It's like when a little kid wants to pick about something, they gonna keep fucking with you until you stop.
Yeah. But the thing is, I feel like this one was written way better than the last 2.
I would have rather, if it was called Dreamer, I would have rather him talked about himself and his career and made jokes about that and built, like, give us something to aspire to, nigga.
He had the story about Jim Carrey, right?
Nigga,
but then the list comes out and Jim Carrey's on the list. That's what I saw. Jim Carrey is on the Epstein list. If I'm not mistaken, let me double check. But I saw a picture of the list, and he was one of the people.
Oh.
It's so many different stuff out there, so you're not really sure what's real.
And the thing is, I feel like just being on the island had the connotation that you did some shit.
Right.
So I feel like it was some people on there that had, hey, let me go to the island once, and like, ooh, bitch, it's not that shit.
Yeah, or some people just coming to perform or whatever. He's like,
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck Stephen Hawking was doing.
If that's the case, if you was just there and you had nothing, you knew nothing about it, or you just come to perform, I feel like you should get ahead of it and like tell people. Because if you see
the shit Naomi Campbell said, that shit didn't help her at all.
I mean, how she went about it too. I mean, was she the one that was like, oh, this is something about my name, like
Child.
Instead of just being like, this is what I came for. And then after I left, I come back instead of getting ahead of it and like taking charge.
Look, I went to the island. They told me they would give me $50,000 if I let people take pictures of my feet. And baby, I was posing, toes in the sand, toes in the air. I needed that money.
So okay, so did she responded after the list came out?
Yeah,
that's the problem. You didn't get ahead of it. Once people was like, "Oh, it's a problem," then you get ahead of it. It was like, "Oh, I was there."
But Bill Clinton's fucking response.
Yeah, Bill Clinton. Oh my God.
That nigga like, I'm almost dead. Almost dead. It doesn't matter.
I don't care about my life or my wife's life. She definitely cannot run ever. Together. She definitely can't run ever because of that.
She's on list too.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, I saw Barack Obama was on there too. I think all the presidents was on there. I didn't see Bush. So like after Bush, I didn't see Bush. On the list that I saw, I didn't see Bush. So I think after Bush, all of them went as like a.
He would have told on his goddamn self.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you're not gonna fool me. Yo.
Wait, look, child.
Hold on, I gotta look up this game. Back when he used to be in the peak of fucking dum-dum, and you know Linkin Park was making songs about war and shit. They had this game called Mudslingers. I'm about to see this shit still up.
Mudslingers.
Yeah, like it would say one of his dumbass quotes, and you throw mud at the other politician. Shit was fun. What else happened other than AI taking over?
Well, I finished Red Dead.
Oh yeah, you did. Talk about that.
That shit took for fucking ever because the game finished and then. It was another 6 hours of epilogue. I'm like, God damn, this shit. I was kind of like done with the story. I just want like now. Well, I'm not playing it right now.
Let me tell you something. When the main character die, I don't give a fuck about these other characters.
Yeah,
it's like when your main character favorite die in the show, and you're like, oh, reintroduce. I don't give a fuck.
No, that just show how good they did it because John is the main character. He's just the main character of the first game.
Yeah, but he's not the main character of this game. Like I don't give a fuck.
They wrote Arthur so well. I'm sorry, spoiler. Like it's fucking obvious. If
you ain't,
this is a prequel and the fucking main character isn't on the main game, so obviously he dies. It's just how he does it. I'm not gonna tell you how.
That's why Onimusha kind of fucked me up when they went from We went from Japanese dudes to a blonde head Japanese dude. I was like, who the fuck? Side note, we need to get the damn sword fighting Onimusha game so I can have all 5 of them.
Right.
I don't have all the Infinity games.
Right.
I need one more.
I'm not going to spoil some of the game, but some of the things that I ran into were pretty fun. Were kind of like
the train running into the horse and the horse is running in your face.
Huh?
When you got kicked in the head by them 2 horses.
Yeah, I told that shit. I ain't getting close to another horse ever since that happened.
Then stole that damn donkey and couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, the donkey, I couldn't put nothing on it. He was just making noises.
It's a donkey. That's their whole fucking purpose, to carry shit.
Right. I'm like, this is gonna be a unique horse I'm gonna have. And just imagine just pulling up on somebody on a donkey, killing them.
All right, Jesus of Nazareth.
All right, but some of my favorites is like I found this house on like a cliff. Right, it was just random. I'm like, what? This random house on the cliff? Let me see what's up. I go inside. I didn't see a hole on the roof. I'll open the door. Bodies everywhere.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
It's a crater in the middle. It's like it seemed like a family eating dinner, but it's like they got hit by a meteor. That's what happened.
Dang, so
it was a meteor in the middle. Grabbed that. I was supposed to sell it, but by the time you get to the end of the game, you don't even need money no more for real. It's like what's the point? But
when they looted him when he died.
Yeah, but after they did. After you, because he give his stuff away.
Oh,
to give it to John to make sense why you can play as John and have art. Oh
yeah, stuff. Yeah.
So he's like, here's my stuff, whatever. I'm not gonna spoil the story, but it's really enjoyable. I'm taking a break from it right now. Play some other stuff.
We've been on a lot of Western shit. Like we gotta take a break from Bass 3 for one, because his goddamn daughter in that situation. Let me tell you something. The way they write some of these situations, it gives me fucking anxiety.
I mean, because it happens.
But no, because they don't write the shit right. Like all that shit in them, that shit's not realistic. Oh, I'm gonna slap a white woman and walk away. No, bitch, they was gonna hang your black ass.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was still women who did that though.
Yeah, and they ass got hung.
I mean, I'm pretty sure these people we never finish them, so I'm pretty sure they don't have great.
Oh endings. No, it just got worse and worse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think that's the point of it.
I can't. And the baby thing, I can't.
Like we can't have happy endings when the story is based around racism.
And then with the baby, the way George, not the baby.
Like you I don't know. You feel these stories too much. It's like
It's not. It just makes me. I sat through
like,
fucking Lovecraft Country because, okay, I got it. But at the same time, it was wrote by a white dude who lives in a basement, like he smells children's feet. So I was just like, ugh.
Yeah. Did you get any more information on that hotel blowing up?
Gas leak.
Oh.
Talking about mass casualty. Like 10 people were hurt. That's not a mass casualty, Sugarfoot.
Yeah, it's not a casualty.
But I'm gonna be real with you. That shit freaked me out. It gave me like PTSD. It gave me like it threw me back because like Oklahoma City bombing. That's kind of like it just that shit just threw me off. Like when I saw the picture.
This wasn't intentional. So.
No, it wasn't. But it's still the picture kind of just. Triggered me a little bit.
What can you do?
Live through it. It's just a real
or
traumatic.
Don't.
Look, it's just a real traumatic time.
Yeah.
Because the stuff.
Yeah.
Left me.
You want to talk about our competent maintenance people?
No, let me talk about this first. If anybody has a small breed mutt puppy, preferably a runt that they would like for me to have and give a loving home, I would appreciate it because the patient that had the puppies gave them away before they were weaned, and they probably have dead if they're not being bottle fed. So if somebody has a puppy that they would like to give a forever loving home, hit us up. Now we can talk about this bullshit because I got a list of the maintenance stuff. Soon as they fixed the refrigerator, then the heat went out on the 28th. They got it back on around New Year's. Then it went out day before yesterday. Then they got it on last night. And guess what? Shit went out again.
I should have took a picture. You took a picture of it, right?
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, we gonna post a picture of what our heater system or whatever the fuck it is. It's above
Eris's shower.
Yeah.
It constantly leaks rust into her shower.
Yeah.
That's why she will not bathe in there.
Yeah.
Because it's rust.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of and you see the inside. I don't know what that is. It
could be
some type of mode.
When we post this picture, yeah. If anybody knows anything about housing rights and regulation, could you please tell us if we need to report this to the state?
You just post it on Facebook and somebody will probably tell you.
Possibly.
Yeah, because they don't look good at all. It's like rusted metal and just how it be open. I don't know how the fuck they even think. They got two guys.
You know where a hot water heater is, right?
It's in our closet, right?
Which closet you think is in?
The big one?
It's outside.
Oh yeah. Damn, I'm tripping. Yeah, duh. I know about that.
Why the fuck is a hot water heater outside in the heat above the fucking shower?
Mm-hmm.
You could have put the heat outside because the balcony wasn't necessary.
And you'll think since it's so close to us, it'll work better, but no. And even that, when the white guy came over a few months ago, he was like, "Yeah, that might need replacing, or whatever."
But the crazy thing, one thing I'm going to do, when income tax come, I'm going to the front office and be like, "Look, this how much was the deposit? Put this as a deposit because I'm not paying out of pocket when we leave here. Like I want to leave in enough time. And matter of fact, I'm gonna get a maid service to come because they do apartment cleanings. They do it for real cheap. Clean this shit out." Like, I want to, nah. And then I'll be like, look, come look at this shit. Because there is no way. First of all, this carpet needs to be replaced. Because this carpet was in here long before we got here. Old boy said that 4 of the wires in the system were burnt out. He had to change those out.
And he did that wrong, too.
Are you serious?
Talking about the young guy?
Yes.
Yeah, the young guy replaced it because he was talking all that, like he knew what the fuck he was talking about. Then the guy that actually fixed it yesterday, he was like, those were too big. That's why he replaced That's why it didn't fucking work. And then he replaced it, and that shit don't work. So it's just like...
Oh, he got offended when I was like, hey, he giving y'all a run for y'all. He's like, nah, give me a run for my... Want a bet, bitch?
Yeah, it is.
And he wasn't even here today.
Right.
And then, like, the first time our air was messed up, I ran into the maintenance dude, and I was like, are you coming to fix our heat? He's like, oh, your heat's messed up? I was like, I submitted to y'all. He's like, they didn't even tell me your heat was messed up. And that was the first time he came and fixed it. Heat is essential. Yeah, and then when I called as emergency, y'all are supposed to send somebody on a fucking Sunday to fix it. It was below 68 degrees in here, which means legally it's considered an emergency. The temperature is going to be 10 next week.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely we might have to just talk to somebody to see if we can just get a free outing.
Because, bruh. Cause Aries got asthma, and if it get cold enough, she gonna be coughing up a lung. Mm-hmm. And I am prone to bronchitis. I'm not trying to do that shit again. Having to walk around with a damn inhaler for 2 weeks. No, I'm already fat. No, fuck that shit.
Yeah. Then I just spent $100 on heaters today. God.
That's why when you walked in with that big one, I was like, oh fuck.
I was hoping that big one was working better, but it seemed like this one.
Oh, because this is a smaller space. But the reason that big one, like, we're gonna have to cover up the balcony. Like, we have to put a sheet over the balcony.
Yeah, I put the door things on that thing.
Even with that,
it helps a little bit.
But even with that, it's still cold air coming through. But once we cover up that balcony, it'll heat up that whole room. That's the one thing I hate about having a balcony, though. I'd rather just have a balcony where I can open the door, go out, and not have a whole glass pane. But yeah, Texas, the weather don't really get bad until the end of January.
We'll see next week. See what happens.
I mean, at least we ain't like Florida having tornadoes, but it's Texas, so.
Right. Fucking snow tornado. Fucking ice.
Snow tornado. Well, they said we getting the same winter that we got in 2021. We had snow.
Man, they say that shit every year.
No, they don't.
It's from what
they
I
said we getting a black winter this year. I'm like, bitch, that's why I'm finna get some candles and shit. I will light a whole fucking fire on that porch.
But yeah, all the heaters were taken except these few. And it took me forever to try to look at them, try to see which one. They got these like arbitrary ass rating systems on the box. It's like y'all rating your own shit.
You went to the regular one, or did you go to the camping section?
I went to the camping.
I always go to camping because that's where I got the little. I assumed this little one was gonna do like that little one. It did not.
No. Yeah, that motherfucker trying his best.
Well, it warms up the room. It just don't heat it up. It just knocks out the cold air.
It's a lot of stuff.
I can't wait till we get a house. I cannot wait till we get it's gotta have a fucking fireplace too. Ooh, trying to think what else happened this week.
Hold on. Let's figure it out.
What's up?
Try to see what happened. See what happened this week.
Other than everybody arguing, are we still recording or we paused?
I just keep recording. I just edit it.
Push it. Oh, that dude that jumped across the thing getting sentenced.
Okay. Go ahead.
Once again, another crazy, shitty thing that happened.
Yeah, first week too.
Dude got irritated with the judge because she wouldn't give him probation. He jumped across.
What was his name?
Deborah.
Deborah.
First of all, Deborah.
Which was funny about that. If you don't know, like you just said, judge is what did he do initially?
I think it was like battery.
And obviously, did he do it? He showed us.
And drug use. He
even showed us. He gets punished, and I guess the judge says something kind of.
She's like, "Oh, well, basically, I'm gonna give him a taste of something different because I'm not giving him probation."
Right.
And that nigga pole vaulted.
Yeah, he jumped.
He was whooping her ass, and like them white men was trying to pull him off. He was whooping their ass and whooping her ass simultaneously. If you help me, motherfucker, it's 3 of you motherfuckers, 1 of him. He was whooping her ass.
And he had maybe a few years before, but now he definitely
30?
had now he got 30 because he
assaulted 4 to now he got 30.
30 years. Because you can't control your fucking emotions.
And she still gave him the same sentence that she was going to give him. But then that other judge threw the book in his ass.
Oh, yeah.
But you stand up there with a spit guard on and actual cuffs on your hands looking like a goddamn slave. It was bad.
Yeah, he fucked himself. I don't know. He just motherfuckers just in jail because somebody finna be. The thing is, on Twitter, some people were defending him. All because she was like sassy about her sentencing. It's like, no, we can't defend this guy. This is a bad look for us, like completely.
But no, I was watching something on TikTok, and these kids had got arrested for stealing cars, and other teenagers showed up and were like throwing gang signs and acting a fool, and they got arrested. People like, oh no, they just there to support the homie. These niggas got caught on camera, still in the car, getting out the car, running from the police, hopping in another car they stole.
And then you come to the courthouse.
Free my nigga, this bullshit. Fuck ass niggas, this bullshit.
Like, all you gotta do is...
You know it's bad when black people want other black people to go to jail.
Because we got to hold each other accountable to grow. I've always been saying that shit. We have to. And shit like that, all you got to do is fucking cough too loud. You get attempting, what is it, attempting court or interrupting court or some shit?
Contempt of court.
Yeah, so just imagine you coming on some gang shit.
They cuffed them. They cuffed them and took them to jail. But somebody come ask, they just supporting the homie. This is not how you do it.
So did they get arrested too?
The kid, in the courtroom because they wouldn't shut up and sit down. But it's not supporting your homies. Supporting your homies and be like, hey, I don't think you should take your black ass out here and steal this car, you dumb motherfucker.
Stealing cars.
One of them was smiling with a grill in his mouth. First of all, why do you have that? And the other one's just up there throwing gang signs and shit.
You saw the video, speaking of that, people, grown as adults, were pouring cough medicine into some vodka bottle.
Oh, yeah, and they got kicked out. They got kicked out. Mad.
And motherfuckers talking about, oh, that's racist. I'm like, no.
That's illegal. They the reason why we got to get ID to buy NyQuil now, motherfucker.
It's like, goddamn. It's like, we really do got to, like...
You know what? Dr. Umar said some people need to be put to sleep, and he not necessarily.
I hate to agree with the guy, but...
Oh, babe, I saw something new that I didn't know they did. So there are these people who go to basically abortion clinics, which you can't do it in Texas because, fuck women's rights. But they get to troll the protesters. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, you can.
I want to troll.
Yeah, a homie of mine back in Alabama, I felt like that was his damn job, how much he was doing it.
I want to go troll the protesters.
Because you see like the super religious people who stealing from the church, of course. But I was like, what do they do? Because all they do is stand out there.
They yell at women and make them feel bad and ask them why they killed their babies.
And all they do is just sit there berating these women. And then my homeboy, who's a comedian, he'll berate him. But
it be people going in there for general health. Like somebody was assaulted, they go in there. Somebody need their coochie checked up, they go in there. Some people getting scanned for cervical cancer. Leave people the fuck alone. You gonna raise these motherfucking babies? I am a pro-choice person. I personally wouldn't get an abortion, but y'all gonna raise these babies?
Ooh. The Walking Dead, The One Who Lived trailer is out.
Oh, let's see. Oh, how prestigious. I've been watching Little Sandwich too much. I need to quit doing this shit.
I'm looking for him.
These wigs are getting worse and worse.
North. You don't want to go north, not now.
Oh, fuck that. This nigga ain't been working for years.
Your phone, you know what it says in Japanese? Believe a little bit longer. Thank you, Grimes.
Why?
You showed me I can't get to work.
This is the most powerful military on the planet. I'm just going to ask you a question, Grimes. Look in your eyes. Why are you here? Do you want to...
we got aliens over this guy?
Or do you want to die? Look in my eyes, sir. You tell me.
But it's only gonna be one season, so I guess that's why they put all that money into it.
We can make this whole damn world ours if we want to.
That was creepy. Well,
February 25th.
Well, they're making it to one season, and then I guess they reunite. They just got to decide if they're going to Dead City or if they're going to France.
That's probably who's in the dams. I'll leave a link in the description. Why am I talking when I don't have 3350?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
It looks cool. The Ones Who Live, the Walking Dead side story with
Rick
Rick and Michonne after the
main series.
Yep.
The only reason I feel they ended the main series is because they couldn't get out that contract with Netflix. Netflix must have goddamn Johnny Cochran Ghost as their lawyer.
I don't know. No, they just greedy.
Oh God, have you seen the commercials yet?
What?
There's commercials
What,
on
the Netflix commercial? No. I barely watch it.
They saying the same 5 commercials over and over.
Yeah, this is the same thing with Max. Same too.
I hate that. It's like, if you gonna advertise, give me.
Like,
That's one thing I miss about the 90s. There was a variety of commercials.
That's the thing. That's why I don't like most advertisers, because they show the same. If you show the same one too many times, I feel like you overselling it now. It's like now I don't think it's gonna be as good as you.
Or if I'm watching the show and it's a commercial of the show I'm watching. That's like when you're playing a game and the fucking clip is I'm already on here, motherfucker.
Like I'll tell you, like when I bought some Taco Bell and then you start getting ads for Taco Bell, I'm like, I'm eating it right now.
I searched puppy once. I've gotten 15 ads for Kennels of America with $1,500 dogs I can't afford. That candle smells good. I'm glad you kept it. It smells really nice. Oh, our anniversary.
Yeah.
Got ruined by fucking maintenance, partially.
I mean, we're still 8, so we good.
Yeah. I guess I'll just wait till fucking spring to watch.
We were supposed to go see The Boy and the Heron. Cause we found one theater 20 miles away.
12 miles away. See, if we went to see American Fiction, it would have been 40 miles away, which pisses me off.
But yeah, we was about to go see that and then go eat.
As soon as we walked out the door, maintenance showed up to not fix shit. And then say, oh, I'm calling in emergency maintenance. That bitch never showed up.
And he like we already said, he already like over explained this stuff.
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh, you're supposed to replace the wires, and because the transformer and shove it up my ass. I was like, all right, dude. Like, I don't even.
Catalytic converter.
Yeah, it's all this shit. Trying to sound smart, and he still can't fix the shit. So.
I really think that whole system need to be replaced. And then, what, man? I know our rent finna try to increase so much. I'm like, bitch, for what?
Right. They ain't finna get it.
Look, they need to let us know now what this shit finna be so I can look for somewhere else.
Yeah, you probably need to ask them about it. Like, hey, yo, well.
They scared of you, so I'll let you do it.
Because that 3-month stuff ain't finna work.
You hear me? They scared of you, so you can do it. Yeah, I've been looking at apartments. I'm just really waiting to see if Aris gets accepted to any of these schools. Because if she get in tech, like, it's some apartments downtown, right by dialysis, which is like 10 minutes away from Amazon. So
I mean, we can try that one downtown one. The one with the parking.
Right.
Yeah, and the elevator. And
right by the fucking comedy club. Yeah. That would be dope. I wish they had a 3-bedroom, though. Because it's so cheap. Like, in that area, it's gentrified, so some stuff is really cheap and then some of it's not.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you go on the other side of the Tesla parking lot, everything is, like, expensive. But on the other side where the Springs at, and then we didn't even see that whole apartment complex. It extends across the street.
Yeah.
But them shits look shitty.
I'm talking about the good ones that look like New York apartments.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Not the ones with fuck 12 spray painted and fucking random dead strawberries by the pool.
Nah.
I know that motherfucker got roaches. I know it's got roaches.
I mean, at least we won't be surprised. At least we're just gonna go in expecting. Damn, I ain't really got much. We've been watching Adventure Time.
Oh, we watched the other show too that I recommended.
We're watching Adventure Time, Scavenger's Reign.
We need to watch more Scavenger's Reign.
I'm finna go watch Fooly Cooley.
Yeah, you have fun with that. You can do that by yourself.
Hopefully it's good. It got a different animation, so who knows?
It's weird. But like the first one was like overwhelmingly weird.
But that was my first anime though.
God damn.
Fooly Cooley?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're young.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I watch other stuff, but the first one that stuck with me was Fooly Cooley. I was like,
I still want to rewatch Ankh Kaider because something about that bothered the fuck out of me as a kid. I want to rewatch it as an adult to see if I was tripping or not.
Mm-hmm.
Can't find this shit nowhere. Oh, I found Tenchi Muyo. It's $1.99 a fucking episode. It's like, you overestimate my like of Tenchi.
Right.
And now Sailor Moon is everywhere, but I can't get over the fact that the voice acting. I can't adjust to the new voice acting.
What are you talking about?
from Sailor Moon. It's too many different voice actors depending on the version you watch.
No.
And even when they changed it the first time, like back in the mid 2000s, I didn't like the shit then.
Right.
Then you switch two voice actor characters, but they both still on the show. That was fucking dumb. Side note, I've been watching Marry My Husband. It's a Korean drama, K-drama. I already read the whole little, I don't know if they call theirs mangas or not, but I read the whole comic book, so now I'm actually watching it with subtitles.
Right.
Trying to train myself so I can watch the rest of Attack on Titan. But I also started reading Lore Olympus, so... And ironically, somebody just made a post about it, so I'm like, well, wait, bitch, I am still in 2019. I gotta catch up.
That's why I feel like this is all a simulation, because ain't nobody talk about the thing that you're into until you start getting into it, and then you realize.
Well, no, it's just the fact that our phones are listening to us, and they slowly take random little pictures of us, which is weird.
I need money. I need money. I need money.
Kill my baby daddy. Kill my baby daddy. Kill my baby daddy.
So I guess by the time the episode I have about me digging deep into journalism, journaling, learning about myself, figuring stuff out.
So I have a question.
Now I'm past the point of like the looped this, because I've noticed that I have the same three thoughts for like a month for a while, and then now I'm like starting to spread out and start thinking and shit.
So I have a question for you. When you journal, is it just... Because I know some people journal all the good, happy things to be optimistic, or do you take those shitty thoughts and just put them in there so you won't have them type of thing?
A little bit of both. It's a little out, because it's going to sound real emo, but it's not a lot of good thoughts going.
I'm glad I asked that for. I asked, hey, do you ever write about me? And you're like, nah, bitch, it's terrible.
It's not like, I'm talking about like, it's more like I write them as in like, see what I think about them, and like, try to figure it out, how I feel about it, instead of just being like anger and just keep it going. It's like I usually would, anger or like sad, and keep it going. And like, why do I hate this, or why do I feel like this? Why do I think like this? And try to break it down like that. And that's slowly, as the months have been going, it's getting better and better, and be able to explain myself more, or at least at first for a while, I'm like, I will still censor myself. And like, I feel like someone's gonna read this, so don't put names and don't put shit like that. But now I'm like, I'm putting whatever, because this is for me, and low key, kind of like the Whomst for a while was more. It was like a journal, and I just leaving something behind, good and bad, desperate, sad, pathetic, all that thought. Yeah, it's getting out there instead of just keeping it to myself. And I like seeing the page slowly filling up.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing for you.
Yeah, and I see, like, you see the dirty pages when you like see the journal close, and you look on the outside, you're like, oh, those are the used ones. I still have like 25% of clean paper to write about. But
I burned all my journals when I had errors. It was evidence at that point.
I mean,
I would journal again, but it's like, I already know I got like a lot of fucking unresolved anger.
Look, if you go down a rabbit hole like I did, and you ignore all the like the pretentious ones, like and don't get discouraged by the ladies who like really pretty up their shit. It's therapeutic. It's cool. Like, you write down whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's...
Get some thoughts out.
Like, for me, my type of anger is just getting to the point where I'm kind of boiling over. Because I don't know. I think I maybe told one or two people this before. So, a few years ago, when my brother got arrested for the stuff he did, and I got sent up here to live with my sister, I had a lot of big feelings. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, like, I kind of held that shit in. And, like, one day, I just kind of broke.
Right.
Like, it felt like I had, like, this big black ball of fuck it. And it's just like, I kind of broke, and I kind of just let that shit out. And I just bawled. But I'm finna be real with you. 34-year-old Jaljuda and 15-year-old D is two completely different people. Like, I don't have the energy to not feel how the fuck I feel, but I don't have the energy to keep dealing with a lot of shit.
Right.
Because you seen the shit I've dealt with in the last few days.
Right.
I'm tired, y'all. I be trying. I'm at the point where I just want to be like, fuck it. Like, I just want to be like, fuck it. It's like, do I gotta talk to people? Like, if I let people know I'm alive every 30 to 60 days, shouldn't that be sufficient enough?
I already told you the realization I came with my sisters, with my family.
I mean, your family don't y'all barely talk. Y'all just
And
make
we
sure y'all
cool.
alive.
And we cool. And when I was talking to them for New Year's, I was like, damn, we don't argue.
Well, I think that's
We
a
don't.
difference because like y'all are perfectly fine doing your own individual thing and checking in. But I feel like I've always wanted that relationship where I could go to my siblings, and then when I kind of look at the setup I got with my siblings, like this not what that is.
Yeah.
Oldest brother in prison, a pastor in prison. He became a pastor after he went to prison. He wasn't on no freaky ass Catholic priest shit. Oldest sister got 45 goddamn jobs, taking care of 45 people. Other sister, invalid.
Yeah.
And basically, then my other brother, yeah.
Fun. I mean, you ain't gotta go down the whole tree.
Then I got a possible brother out there somewhere. I got to look into that shit, but I don't know if I even give a fuck. If you might be my brother, let me know. I ain't got no money because when I get some money, I'm not going to acknowledge you.
Red Dead Redemption 2 free? What?
The Sims been giving out a lot of shit for free too lately.
The first free content update 2004 has arrived. Oh, it's just an update.
2004.
2014.
Oh, I was
I
like,
mean,
God.
2024. I mean,
George.
I keep going.
All right, Katt Williams. Take a date.
Yeah, okay. Let's jump back to that for a second. Okay, because it feel like people only listened to the first beginning and only like took some of the stuff where he was talking about his life.
Because people got the attention span of fucking cricket.
And so I was listening to it while I was at work, right? And
Best place to do it.
that's why, like, I believe a lot of stuff he's saying, but at the same time, he makes it hard to believe him because he like sprinkles in a lot of like shit that seemed like a lie. Like some that don't seem significant, but like the 3,000 books a year comment, like.
But you gotta look at what we do as comedians. We tell the truth. We tell our stories, right?
Yeah, but like,
what do we do to make it interesting? We exaggerate.
But it's
we
like
add shit.
When you're telling your story, you just seem like, okay, I can believe you got a big high IQ and you did all this stuff.
Oh yeah,
but
that nigga's very intelligent.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I don't really care for real, but
like I'm tired of everybody bringing up him getting beat up by a kid. Like
yeah, like that's
it
over.
happens, nigga.
It's over with.
These kids strong.
But I mean, he does have to explain himself though. It's like if he wasn't on drugs, then what was he going through?
Bruh, hold the fuck up. Okay, so
It's like
what's our dude name? Willie D?
Yeah.
Okay, I was watching an interview with him because I went down the goddamn rabbit hole with him and Ali Sadiq. And Ali Sadiq was like, yeah, I did this show with Katt Williams in Shreveport, Louisiana when a nigga was broke and didn't have teeth. And so somebody stitched that shit. And the dude was like, I told you niggas that he didn't have no goddamn teeth in his mouth during the Friday after next. Why I go and look? All of this shit was missing.
You talking about Katt?
Yes, I'm gonna pull it up. Damn, that sandwich look good. I'm gonna pull it up. Cause somebody's like, you don't remember when he said he didn't have teeth, and they said in the interview he explains what happened to his teeth. I guess I missed that part.
What, somebody punched him or something?
No, just watch this part. Like watch when he clamp his bob. That's loud. I know they hear that. When he clamp his balls and he started talking to him, you look in his mouth. Because I kept wondering why they just was shooting the camera where you can only see the bottom row of his teeth. And he said that was the thing that made people think he was a dope fiend.
We're watching that Friday after next bathroom scene. That's what the quietest is.
Now they probably hear the damn shower scene. Now watch when he stand up.
Yeah.
Missing front teeth.
I've seen that before, but I thought that was the character for some reason.
No, he was missing his front teeth. Because I never really noticed it.
Like, I noticed it, but I always thought that was just a character. Like, he at some point during the scene, like, he got hit in the mouth or some shit like that.
But I mean, like, people gotta have, but I'm like, damn, I'm glad it's just my side shit missing. So they would be like, Jaljuda, fat and on dope.
Yeah.
How, bitch?
But he did. He did commenting on it during the shave. He was like, the first thing I got when I got money, I got my teeth fixed. And they both laughed. So
Nigga, I can't wait to get my TVT. They just gonna be, look, I ain't going super white. I'm going slightly off white and regular size.
But before we get into the responses, all the responses to it, all of them, motherfuckers.
He said you a fat face.
And Faison can't say shit out of like all the trio that Katt brought up, like Cedric, Steve, and Faison.
Like,
he really can't talk
because he don't have no special. He talk, it's easy. No, that nigga talking, it's easy to get special on Netflix. Why he ain't got one?
He ain't got one, and he not funny.
Nigga, you see how hard he be breathing in the Raising Cane commercials?
Did you see the fucking movie? Remember the movie we watched?
When he was a fat ass Santa breathing hard.
I thought he was dying. It's like his fucking eyes were all black. I'm like, what? I didn't even realize that was Big Worm. I'm like, what the fuck?
That nigga look like he breathe hard when he take a shit. You know how bad it's gotta be for you to be sitting and shitting and breathing hard?
He seemed like when he stand up from the toilet, he leaves a fucking linger on the toilet. Like, he didn't even got to take a shit. He just lingered.
Bro,
that's what my fucking sister's ex-boyfriend was like.
Ew.
He was so big. Like, she gonna get here because she said she gonna start listening if she get this far. I'm not gonna say his name. She know what I'm talking about. But he go to the bathroom. I'll follow him, and you know that meme about following your dad in the bathroom and you fucking start coughing and shit. Like that's how it was. It just like one half of the bathroom be okay, cool, and then you get in front of the toilet and like, Jesus, what is this? It's like toilet be clean, but you like,
nonsense is this?
Like, I couldn't breathe. But what was the point? That's what Faison looked like, yeah.
Bro, and then like Trick Daddy got into it, and then Katt Williams. First of all, Trick Daddy, you keep getting right. You got lupus, nigga. Chill out.
Did you see the video? Him in the car?
Yes.
Calling Katt Williams like a stud or whatever.
But then Katt Williams posted a picture of this nigga at his show and said, "You look like a bowel movement. Yeah, you have lupus, nigga." He said, "You got what do you say? Syphilis, gonorrhea, herpes, and lupus, nigga." I said, "God." Like,
I couldn't even finish the Trick Daddy one. Because he was like, he had somebody recording while he was in the car. He wasn't wearing the seatbelt, so the thing kept going ding, ding. He just kept talking over it.
Well, that was the equivalent of the fucking smoke detector.
Then he was breathing hard too. It's like he was like.
I used to breathe hard like that on stage when I had fluid on my lungs.
No, he was just sitting down.
Yeah, when I had fluid on my lungs.
Katt Williams, I know you ain't looking like a stud and ding, ding.
His ass need to go get that checked out because lupus can cause kidney failure, nigga. You might not even be fat, but bitch, that might be 30 pounds of fluid.
He could have, half of these people could have just shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up. And then, especially Ludacris. I didn't even listen to the damn
They
freestyle.
said that nigga defended everything except his wife look. I said, ooh.
I'm like, you could have just responded. You could have just said it.
And what was so crazy, I don't even follow that nigga. I've never seen Ludacris on TikTok a day in my life. But the next day, he probably sponsored that post.
Probably sponsored, get all type of attention. Probably got an album coming out. Who knows?
He needs to, because I'm tired of listening to Chicken Beer and Red Light District.
It's just it just showed how fucking lame freestyling is kind of sometimes. It's like you gonna freestyle to a comedian, but I get Katt
does rap too,
but that's like trying to rap to Lou Duval. It's like, you got one song, relax. Like,
why are you like this? But
it's just lame, man. Just
Katt had some good responses because I was already waiting to call somebody a bald headed demon. He said these niggas are big dick deviants. He said fat face lie. You have an unnatural as losers.
Did Cedric respond?
Yes.
What did he say?
He made a post on fucking Twitter like, "Oh, this ain't sweet and this ain't what you think it is and it's easy to talk." And
then find that post about him. I'll pay for your jokes. You get the fuck out of here, man. Damn. Then Steve, I didn't even know what he said, but I know Kevin. He said something. He was like, he just promoted his next show, which only fueled the fire of him being a plant.
Let me tell you something. The only problem I have with Kevin Hart is Kevin Hart. It's like when you were a kid, you like, I want to be a fireman, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be a spy. And Kevin Hart's like, now that I got money, I can do all of that in a movie. Right. But I can't really see that nigga being a scammer. Oh, Michael Blackson.
Oh yeah, Michael Blackson.
He said that nigga is a African with a fake African accent. Africans on fucking TikTok were like, "Thank you. We been saying this shit." Like, nigga,
but like I was saying earlier, it's like these celebrities kind of feed off the fact that people just live off ignorance and just easy laughs and don't really care about like the structure and the.
Well, once you make it, you can break the rules. Yeah. Like,
But you have to do it.
But when you start comedy, I feel like there are so many rules in place.
Mm-hmm.
and so many, you can't do this, you can't do that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't dress like this, you shouldn't go there. But then at some point they be like, oh, you okay, you put, oh, you sold it, oh, you can do whatever the
So
fuck
now
you
you
want
do.
to do.
Now you got money, you can make the rules or whatever. Do whatever you want to.
Really, that's all comedy is, just trying to get on till you can break the rules.
Right. It's just annoying.
I respect the art of comedy too much to just be like,
Yeah, I had deleted my post about, because I remember I tell you I keep thinking about that guy, that comedian from Vegas.
oh God.
And I know I told the story before. It's just, I'll make it quick. It's just doing open mic. I treat it like open mic, doing a new joke. This is when I first wrote.
And a lot of people, when they first start comedy, they act like it's a show.
Yeah,
It's not a show.
yeah.
It's an open mic.
So this is when I first started rapping, doing a rapper suicide joke, and it didn't work. Whatever, that's the point. Right, rinse, repeat, whatever. And this guy's pretending to be in the audience, and he's like, when the audience member tell you, "Oh, it must be hard getting up there," you bombed. You did that's kind of like a unwritten rule. That's how it is. But it's whatever. It wasn't gonna bother me because it's open mic. But then his ass go up a few people later and does this fucking family jokes and my wife, man, she crazy. Don't fuck with her jokes. Like, you know, that lazy ass shit. And yeah, he got laughs or whatever, but it's just what bothers me even to this day is the fact that you tried to pull this like you dap me up like you had some gold in your pocket or something. Like you had something. Yeah, I expected you to go up after me,
kill it.
Yeah, and show me some shit, some unique shit. Like, oh, okay, yeah.
That's how I feel when dude walked up to me like, "Oh my God, you're such a supportive girlfriend to be here with your boyfriend at this open mic," and I was like, "I'm a comic," and the nigga was like, "Oh," I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's just people are funny, man. Just because you don't know me and I bombed, oh, I must be new. That's the rules.
Yeah.
Get the hell out.
But it's an open mic. Like when you start
Yeah.
realizing it's not a show, when I can just relax and actually practice.
Do some new
Come with
stuff.
that bitch in some sweatpants and just relax.
These motherfuckers doing the same joke and they still not funny.
Oh, I got one more for you. So Vivica A. Fox is saying she never had pay discrepancies, so she don't know what Taraji's talking about. When was the last time you saw Vivica A. Fox in a big studio produced movie that was not on Tubi that she did not direct?
I don't know. I thought she was just 50 Cent's girlfriend.
I mean, after she got caught on camera sucking 50 Cent dick, I feel like her career just kind of tanked.
Now you said it, now it's going to pop up on my shit.
Well, shit, it wasn't decent. She could have did a little bit better. Use your neck, bitch. But I'm like, you on Car Shield commercials. This woman is in movies. Y'all both been acting for a really long time. You sell them weird ass wigs. You on a lot of Tubi movies. Somebody's like, but she produces and writes. Bitch, I can produce and write some shit on YouTube.
Right.
This bitch does Car Shield commercials.
That's all Tubi is. It's just a YouTube of
Vivica Fox had
streaming.
that show with them strippers and it got canceled because she said this is not for gay men, this is for women. And then they canceled her ass. And now she doing Car Shield commercials.
Valley?
No, she had a show with Bolo because I was online stalking the fuck out of Bolo. She had a whole bunch of niggas that were strippers. And what was funny, I was friends with one of these niggas on fucking Facebook. I was like, I thought you was a comic. How the fuck you a stripper now? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, she said it was not for gay men, it was for women. And then the gay community canceled her. I was like, how you gonna tell her what the fuck her little stripper review was for? Then after that, she doing Car Shield commercials and playing principals in Tubi movies where she primarily advertised but only got 10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of commercials and people, you seen those? You remember those in like late Vine, or like most of the Instagram, the relationship couple skits, whereas it's like usually the guy who's a comedian, but the joke is his girl is fine, so it's always like
somebody looking.
It's always some sexual joke with her, like like you said.
Because I never even had a Vine, so.
So it's what it is. They use the joke is she got a big old ass.
Oh, those.
Yeah, those motherfuckers, right?
So the King Fox stuff?
So they never were funny. It's just horny motherfuckers following in hopes they see whoever girl he brings on this, whatever. That's the whole joke. That's the whole bit. So you get millions of followers. Now they not doing anything on Instagram that I see, but now they doing Blue Chew commercials.
Oh,
all of them are doing Blue Chew.
They probably on fucking. Oh yeah, I've seen those on TikTok.
Motherfucker, though, like the light skinned guy. Yeah, he was the same thing. Like these, they don't go anywhere. And now they doing that. I mean, I guess.
So dick gum.
Yeah, I think it's like a Viagra.
First the honey pack, now this shit. Oh Lord.
Yeah, Blue Chew been around for a minute, and
I thought it was like
it's more professional than the honey pack. It's not a gas station thing. But yeah, I just find it funny. I mean, they making their money, but it's just, at least y'all, now I guess y'all didn't change.
I guess
I don't know.
I'm hungry.
Like I was saying about the Facebook thing. It's just like you said. I think I'm just into the art, the writing. I know at this point now I'm a way better writer than I am a performer. So I think I'm just gonna.
I just need to get booked more. I'm too damn funny to be at my house as much as I am. I be showing up on time. I don't run the clock. I be trying to stay and be a little bit sociable.
Right.
I don't have to do that.
But
y'all need to book me.
Yeah, but we running up on an hour.
Okay, I'm done. Anything else?
This is New Year. Y'all want to? I tried to like get people to send it in before we start recording, but send in y'all New Year stuff. It don't got to be resolutions because nobody really doing them no more. So what's y'all thoughts of the New Year? What's y'all plan? What y'all think is gonna happen? Is the apocalypse gonna happen?
I feel like people not doing it because they're not as optimistic as they happen to make a New Year's resolution. I'm optimistic.
Okay, what's a D resolution then? Like, what do you think what bad is gonna happen this year? I think that's gonna be the question.
I ain't get my puppy.
Yeah. Well, I mean that already happened. I'm talking about in the future. Like
I can't finance
like,
a puppy.
Just like the bunker stuff, like the billionaires making bunkers. Like, is the apocalypse gonna happen this year?
I don't know. I know when that fucking list actually comes out, people gonna realize that shit ain't the way they thought it was. Yo, that's the one thing I forgot. Did you see all them Jewish people getting arrested?
No.
At the synagogue, they fucking built a tunnel under the fucking synagogue. And so this dude was on Twitter. He was like, hey, I hear Yiddish coming from under my floor and there's no basement. And people like, you're tripping. And then another post, he's like, hey, I hear people speaking Yiddish under my floor. I'm not tripping. There's not a basement. And so when the police busted all those people and drugged them out of there, he was like, some of y'all owe me an apology. But like they said, it was mattresses down there. They were baby seats,
what
kid
are they doing
clothes.
down there? What are they doing down there?
The speculation?
What?
Trafficking kids because the tunnel was linked right to a daycare.
Jesus.
Yeah, but it was like they said it was soil mattresses that had human waste on it. They had high chairs and kid clothes. So
it's Jewish people stealing people's babies.
They said the tunnel led right under the building straight to the daycare.
Jesus.
But they said that this has been going on and it was called out in early 2004 by a member of the community that they were sex trafficking kids, but I don't know what the fuck happened with it. But they call it what do they call it? The sex traffic pipeline?
Yeah.
Because it's literally they just go in the church, they go in the wall, go under, and they do whatever the fuck they do. But like the police were dragging, like, no, I'm going to show you the video. They were dragging all those men out.
Right.
Like y'all taking L's between the war and
y'all
this.
really fucking y'all people up too.
Here it is. And they called it a secret tunnel. Hold on.
New York synagogue after Orthodox Jews tried to resist work to eliminate illegal tunnels dug under their building. Reportedly, the tunnels may have led to an abandoned women's ritual bath or were dug to expand the synagogue. Even though the synagogue leadership were the ones who called contractors to fill the tunnels with cement, some parishioners opposed this. Several young Jews vandalized the synagogue in an attempt to confront the construction workers, and the police were called and were eventually arrested. A riot broke out at a New York
That's weird.
Yeah, they were. Hold on, because they were pulling them out.
That's weird. All right, let's end it on Jewish human trafficking.
Yep, 150-year-old building dug a hole in it.
Yeah, it wasn't on my bingo card. I ain't gonna lie. So,
I bet the tunnel girl on TikTok
what a
made.
crazy week. We had Katt Williams calling out everybody. You had
niggas jumping judges.
People jumping judges. You
Me
had
not getting my puppy.
Naked white man in the aquarium.
What happened with that?
I don't know. I think he's just tripping. But the joke was like his dick was super small, so it was like.
And I think he was tucked because.
No, that shit was just fucking.
Oh, he had a micro penis.
It's just.
Somebody said, "Ooh, his pussy fat." I said, "Oh my god."
No, that shit was just that water was cold. Now you got Jewish people, human trafficking. What a year.
You think the aliens gonna come back for us?
No, they gave up on us.
I mean, like not them, everybody specifically, but like.
No, they fucked up. I watched Prometheus, and they not coming back. They not coming back for us. They drank our water, died, and
So who the fuck was that at the mall then? Was they maybe just at the mall in Miami?
I don't know what that is.
The aliens. You didn't see that?
No.
Where have you, George?
I've been playing Risk of Rain and.
So you didn't hear
Red
about the
Dead.
10-foot aliens? Cause I was.
I mean, I hear aliens all the time, but
Okay, so I was on live and I kept seeing like all these people posting like the police, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Okay, so let's give a final verdict. I'm gonna let you guys do it. Let's look at the two scenarios. First scenario, teens going crazy. Teens in the mall, the Bayside Mall. Okay, it
They
starts
opened
this
up a
riot.
portal.
It got fireworks. It's going off. And automatically people think this is gunshots. So they call the cops and they send the entire freaking police force because they need all of these because they don't know how many there are. You gotta
Why
think
is this
there's fireworks.
one
They're like, hey, they
sponsored?
think that's a lot of weapons.
Oh, go ahead. You go
Then
to
it escalates. Then you've got the teens over 50 with sticks running around doing crazy stuff and things like that. Burglarizing,
Trying to
looting,
speed it up.
plundering, doing what teens do. Also, they jumped on people. They jumped on it.
Hold on.
So yeah.
Yeah, so basically all the police showed up. It was over 50 police cars, and like people were getting blurry footage of aliens. But I'm like, all the cameras you had, they said the telephone towers went down and shit. But I'm like, somebody's from their apartment
I
window
still don't even
streaming
see
the
them.
shit.
It involves. It's been 10 days since the
Yeah, there it is.
invasion in Miami. It hadn't even gone through one day of 2024 yet. This misty figure walking around, and police have not given an explanation for it.
Yeah, and the
Today,
police,
Miami police
the
still don't.
Miami-Dade police can't talk about
I
it.
still don't see anything.
It's weird, exactly. But they don't like, oh, the phones went down. But I was like, somebody was streaming the fucking cops. So how did telecommunications go down if y'all was streaming this shit? But like the Miami-Dade police said they can't talk about it. But yeah, they said they saw 8 to 10 foot figures. People were shooting at them and they were running. But it was over 50 police officers out there. Talking about it was for teenagers with sticks fighting each other.
I guess.
Somebody came back. Niggas.
I guess we gotta do some research on that then. So
We'll see.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not coming back for us though.
Can we go there now? Hell, we can't even. Yeah, nah. I don't think.
They need to just go ahead and just drop whatever space nuke they got. I'm tired of paying bills. I'd rather go. I'd rather go. Go
Let's go to the Senegalese islands and try to survive. Like,
Oh,
oh God,
yeah,
we
watched
forgot that.
shit.
Oh my God.
I guess okay, we'll do a bonus real quick, 10 minutes.
Okay, wrap this
that's,
up real quick.
All right, so we done. Thanks for listening, y'all.
How about we do it as casual enjoy here? Cause
Yeah, we could be a casual enjoy.
Okay. Well, that's it. Remember, if you find a small breed runt puppy, please contact me.
So 725-999-2704. Leave a call or text. What do you think bad is gonna happen this year?
Hey, and if you text about the puppy, send pictures because I don't want an ugly puppy.
But yeah,
I'll tell you if it's ugly.
theblurdspod@gmail.com. See you
We
later.
have a Patreon too.
Peace.
Bye.
I'm not gonna.